New York Knicks will host the Orlando Magic on Tuesday night in the NBA. I'm going to go over a side with you, as well as a little bit of an obscure player prop, but let's get into it real quick. And you guys know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Leave me a comment in the comment section. And if you don't have a comment or a hot take or anything, you just want to help out, let's do code word lunch. Let's do a weird one today. Lunch, Lunch. Now I'm hungry. All right, let's take a look at the Wager Talk live odds page. And we had some movement on the total in this one. As you can see, it opened at 218, and that is down to 215 in most places. So I did like the under in this game, but seeing that I missed the line movement, that takes me off of that one. And then looking at the spread here, opens at -4.5. It looks like it's -5 in most places here. So I'm going to tell you why I like the Orlando Magic +5 here in this one. How about that they've won 12 out of 13 games? Is that good enough reason to like them? So, I mean, we look at some of the wins, and they're not against the best teams. New Orleans, Washington, Charlotte, Indiana struggling. Philly's been a disaster when they played them. They do have a win at Phoenix. They have a win at the Lakers, even though the Lakers have cratered. Detroit, Charlotte, Chicago, 2 wins against Brooklyn. Their only loss is on the road to LA. And even though this is a road game for New York, you got to remember they've been in New York since Friday. They had 2 games at Brooklyn. So this is not like a true road game where there's a lot of travel involved. So the Orlando Magic are playing pretty good. And we'll look at this New York Knicks team. They just blew out New Orleans, who's awful right now, decimated with injuries. They win at Charlotte, but by 1. They lose to Dallas. They have the huge win against Denver, but then they lose to Utah. So this isn't a team that showed a lot of consistency recently. They're only 3-2 in their last 5 games. And when we look at some of the advanced stats, there's a lot of things that favor this game being really, really close. We'll start with the pace. Last 5 games, the Orlando Magic are 26th and the Knicks are 18th. So I don't expect a big, up and down the court type of game. Looking at offensive rating, New York Knicks are 7th, but believe it or not, the Orlando Magic are 11th. This is a team that offense is playing really well without Banchero. I don't think any of us saw this coming. And then when we look at defense, their defense hasn't fallen off. Number 1 in the last 5 games, and the New York Knicks are playing well, but they're outside the top 10. They're at 11. So on paper, you've got the Orlando Magic with a little bit of a defensive edge. Offense, maybe a little bit lean to the Knicks, but the pace suggests this is going to be a little bit slower pace game. And the total has been bet down to 215. Closer the game gets and the lower scoring the game gets, those points get more valuable. So I'm going to go with the Orlando Magic at +5 to cover this game. The obscure player prep I was talking about is Miles McBride, under 2.5 assists. He's been going under like most of the games this season. I played it last game. He had 2 assists in the first 45 seconds that he played. And then he didn't have another assist until the first quarter or until the fourth quarter. So it was a frustrating loss, but I would go right back to it. It's juicy. So when you look it up, it's probably like -160, I believe. But that's a play that I would look at playing. So that's how I'll play it. Just a quick couple promos, guys. It is $5 Tuesday. We have a 5% UFC big bet. We're calling it the knockout play. Loved this play. The UFC was off last week, so we had plenty of time to research this card and get ready for what play we wanted. And it's a great time to fire away. So we're going to use a 5% play on $5 Tuesday. 41-22 MMA run, plus 22 units on these big bets. And we're up 113 units all sports in 2024. So a great time to use that $5 Tuesday on a UFC play. And it is the last day for our 7-day special at $69, our annual special. Last week when we did our Bankley recap, if you'd use the 7-day special, you'd be up 17.5 units. So 7-day specials are where it's at. It gets that 5% best bet, as well as all of our NBA plays, NHL plays, college football plays, NFL. Everything is included in that 7-day special, all percentages. So we're having a great year. We continually update our record, and we are sitting at plus 200 units since January 1st, 2023. We're also up 113 units this year. So we're closing out a really, really solid 2024. Look to continue that momentum. So thanks, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let's cash on the Orlando Magic. That did not make the client card tonight, just to be fully honest, though. It's a lean, but it is something that points to the right direction. So grab that $5 play. Good luck in your place, and we'll see everyone later.